the Ugandan members of parliament know that from the 1960s, our movement has been working for the socio-economic transformation of Ugandan people. Now, to transform them, we have been informing them that there are 4 sectors of the economy where they can go from traditional, because a country like Uganda, as you can see, is very rich. It has got a lot of natural resources, but the problem was that the population did not know how to use the natural resources to live a good way, in a modern way. And that's why we've been advising them that you need to move on 2 fronts. Number 1, education for all, free education, so that everybody goes to school and knows what to do. But number 2, prosperity for all, wealth creation for all. Wealth creation how? Go to 4 sectors: commercial, agriculture, industries, services, and ICT. Now, if you go into those, you definitely join the money economy, because part of the problem of Uganda here, I don't know about the other countries, was that the majority of the people were outside the money economy. They were just working for eating, not working for eating and selling. So, with agriculture, in order to feed yourself and have something to sell, we have been educating them about commercial agriculture. But commercial agriculture, we add with echibaro. Echibaro is our word, meaning kwa Kiswahili tunaweza kusema kuchambua, to assess how much you will get, because our people are doing things just blindly. Cotton, a crop like cotton, is good for the country, but if you have got a small acreage, you will not get much money out of it. So is maize, so is sugarcane. There are some crops which only make money when you do them on a big scale. But there are others which can give you money even if you do it on a small scale. So that's why we are saying, join commercial agriculture with the echibaro. In Luo we say chura. And that's a very big struggle, because in order to do that, you must establish the average land holding of the homesteads. What is the average land holding? Many of our families have already fragmented the land. And even in other parts of Africa, of East Africa, if you go to Kilimanjaro, those Wachaga there have fragmented the land, the Kikuyus. Even when I fly over the Kisii, you can see they are all Bukoba. The land has been fragmented. So what do you do if you have got only 2 acres? Shughuli gani? What activity can you do in one acre, which will give you enough income for your family? We're assuming the other acre is for food. You produce food in the other one. This has been a big struggle because there are so many confusing messages. People don't get it easily. Like in this case, we insist, please separate intensive agriculture, where you go for the high value enterprises, from extensive agriculture, where you can get small per acre, but because you have done it on a big scale, you will end up getting good money. Now, people here don't get it so quickly, but we have been struggling. And in the cattle corridor, which is to the west of here, we have done a good job. People have joined the dairy farming. But where we are now, some of the areas where we are mainly crop areas. And this is where we have been fighting to get this concept of intensive agriculture, to get the people with small land out of poverty. Now, when I came here, of course I was preaching this message, but it was not easy because people you get a lot of contradictory messages. This one is talking this one is talking that. But eventually people listened to what I was telling them.
Your Excellency, we started here. I found some team from State House, was headed by Madam Joanne Kakwenzile and Dr. Komugabe. But when I came here, I found I had already given out some inputs like goats, pangers, chicken. So when I came, one day we were in Rachtura, they asked me that in Narwanga, what can I do to these people? I've given them everything. People are ambushing me, I'm giving envelopes, but now they are not stopping their habits. Then I said, Mzee, what we do? We can give them inputs and they work for themselves. Then on the following day, when we came back from Rachtura, I was going to Okera House. His Excellency called me that, Narwanga, where are you? That I'm going to Okera House. He said, no, you got Chisos. I have a meeting there. There's something I want to tell you. By then it was 2011. When I came, he told Dr. Komugabe that I've brought Narwanga here. I want you to work with Narwanga because he's born from here and he can preach my word and my people can change. So from there, we started with Komugabe and Madam Kakwenzile. After that, we gave out inputs, goats, coffee, poultry, dairy cows, banana tissues also. But people here, they had nothing to eat. They had land, they had everything, but the knowledge of utilizing the land, it was hard for them. But I thank my farmers. Some of them are here. I thank you, my farmers. Abalimi bange mwebale nnyo okugoberera bye tukola. From there, we started.
Okusooka byonna nja kusooka okwebaza Sir President.
He has thanked His Excellency the President.
Kubanga ffe President nga tunatandika kulima mmwanyi.
Before we started growing coffee,
mu butuufu twali bubi nnyo.
we were so bad off.
Naye we tuli kati.
But where we are now,
okuva lwe tukolamu omulimu ogwo ntandika okulima emmwanyi.
Since we started the project of coffee amongst us,
tulabika nga tujja kuba wala nnyo.
we are going far.
Era kati we tuli.
Where we are now,
oba wendi nze kati.
and where I am personally with my family,
siri bubi.
I'm not bad off economically.
Kubanga President,
Your Excellency,
project eno nga tennatandika.
before this project,
Chilas
village,
twali bubi.
we were so bad off
Mutuufu
economically.
tetwalina akantu konna.
We were so bad, we were so poor.
No President bwe watulowoozaako.
But when you thought about us
Olw'omukwano gwalina eri abantu b'ekirasi.
and the love you had for this village, Kilasi,
Tuvuddeyo nnyo taata.
we've actually progressed.
Tukweyanza nnyo taata ng'abantu b'ekirasi.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency,
Wamu ne maama.
and Mama,
Kukolamu omulimu ogwo n'oba nga otukozeeko taata ng'ab'ekirasi.
for the transformation.
Nze mu kulima okwange natandika okulima emmwanyi.
He started with coffee
Mu mwaka gwa 2013.
in 2003. 2013,
Ne ntandika okulima emmwanyi.
he started growing coffee.
Natandika okulima emmwanyi natandika na ntonotono ne nnima eka emu.
He started with one acre.
naye kati nga wentuuse
where I am now,
nina eka 4 emmwanyi enkulu eza Elite.
I have 4 acres of Elite coffee.
Nga kati sizoni omwaka guno
And this year,
kubanga tulina emmwanyi ze twafuna empya eza cutting, ezitibwa eza cutting.
we got a new clone. It's called.
Yongeddeko eka endala 3.
He has added another 3 acres on the 4 acres.
Naye mu eka ez'ennya
But in the 4 acres,
zinkoledde omulimu munene.
the old 4 acres have done him great.
Kuba sizoni eno ewedde
But because the last season,
emmwanyi za Elite zokka
only in Elite coffee,
nsobodde okufunamu ensawo z'emmwanyi ziwera 50 enkalu.
he got 50 bags of coffee with husks.
Emmwanyi enkalu.
Yes.
Enkalu dry.
Enkalu. Ensawo enkalu.
Yes, the dry coffee with husks.
Ensawo 5.
50 bags.
Kakati bwe mbaliriramu ssente
When he does his calculation,
nga ndaba nti omwaka
in a year,
nsobola okufuna obukadde obusuuka mu 5.
when he made a calculation, it's about 50 million shillings.
Kubanga muno tubeeramu
in a
ne
year.
sizoni 2
But
mu mwaka.
because we have 2 seasons a year,
Sizoni emu osobola okufuna obukadde 25 oba ne zigwamu.
in one season you can get like 25 million shillings and above.
Naye bwe ngatta omwaka kati nsobola okufuna obukadde 5.
But now when he calculates and adds the total capital in the first 4 acres of Elite coffee, he can get 50 million shillings in the 2 seasons.
Nsobola okuweererako ku baana era nina abaana abali mu masomero amalungi.
My kids are in good schools.
Abantu bange waka kati bali bulungi.
The people, the household people are also in a good
Era abaana bange
health.
bawumula kati.
And when they come in holidays,
Basobola okulya ku nyama ku weekend n'enkoko.
they can eat whatever they want.
So nga luli tekyasobokanga.
And it wasn't possible before.
N'olwekyo President,
Your Excellency.
They can drink milk and also eat chicken.
And eat meat, chicken, and milk.
luli tetwalyanga na ku nyama.
They used not even to eat meat.
Naye kati tusobola okulya olwokusatu tusobola okugamba tulye ku nyama.
They can eat meat even on Wednesday.
Weekend tulya ku nkoko.
And on Saturday they eat chicken.
Abaana ne baba bulungi.
Then the kid will be celebrated.
So Oweekitiibwa President,
Your Excellency,
twali bubi.
we were so bad off.
Tetwalina n'amatooke.
We had not even food.
Naye
We
kati
didn't have
amatooke ge
matoke.
tulya buli kanaku.
We now eat matoke every day.
Muwogo yasigalira kuliira ku caayi.
For cassava, it's only for breakfast. And
Tulya
as
matooke
company.
buli lunaku.
We eat matoke every day.
Tunywa sukaali buli lunaku ekitaaliwo.
We take sugar every day.
Luli twamunywangako lunaku lwa 6 olumu. Naye kati buli lunaku
Before they would take sugar only on
abaana banywa
Saturday.
caayi wa sukaali.
But these days they will take sugar on Monday to Sunday. Kids will take sugar wherever they want.
N'amata ekitaaliwo.
And milk.
Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti, nali mu lukiiko lwasooka okukuba ku geeti mu kyalo kyange kubanga lwe lukiiko lwasooka okukuba mu kitundu kino.
I attended the first meeting, Your Excellency, you had at the gate from this area.
Mu mwaka gwa ndowooza yali 94 kubanga nali maze okukola primary 7.
That was around 1994 because you phoned me when I had just done P7.
Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti, twakusaba ebintu 4. Ekisooka twakusaba emiti gya muwogo, ne tukusaba akawunga ak'okulya, ne tukusaba okutwalirako abaana ku ssomero, ne tukusaba n'ebitimba ebitta embizi z'omu nsiko.
Your Excellency, we asked for 4 things in that first meeting. First of all, we asked you for cassava cuttings. We asked you for maize flour because we had no food, wanted posho. Number 3, we asked you for beans to plant or to eat. And finally, we also asked you for the truckers, I don't know how they call them, the bitimba, just to go and hunt the wild pig.
Oweekitiibwa, abayiseeko ewaffe n'abayitayo n'abamu bandaba ku TV okwo ku lutimbe. Kakati Oweekitiibwa tulina luyimba lulala olutegeeza nti tuvudde we twali otutuusizaako at least ewali yadde.
Your Excellency, now it's a different story altogether. If you come, we cannot ask for those things that we asked for. We are a different story. We've been transformed, Your Excellency.
Njagala okutegeeza Oweekitiibwa abagenyi bano.
They are now singing a different song.
Okutegeeza Abeekitiibwa abagenyi bano b'otuleetedde nti luli baasabanga obuwunga katusaba byuma bya mmwanyi twagala mmotoka zitambuza birime byaffe.
Your Excellency, The song was about asking for cassava cuttings, maize flour, beans to eat. Now the song was changed.
Maize flour for eating, because the food, they were asking for food donation.
Yes, now the song has changed for maize harrows, for coffee harrows, for vehicles to transport their produce. The song has been changed completely.
Ekitiibwa nnina omukisa nti ebintu bino ne bwe mbasa biwandiise mbibaddemu okuva lwe wajja kuno.
I don't need even to write these things because I know them by head, because I've been following.
Ekitiibwa wasanga tulya Musa. Musa bye bitooke bye bajjamu omwenge, walagi n'omuganda.
The banana, sour banana, and that's what the president found them eating. They had no food, so they would eat anything, and they were eating that sour banana, the banana that we used to make juice. They were eating that.
Ekitiibwa President njagala onzikirize njogere ku mmwanyi.
Let me talk about coffee.
Ekitiibwa President, omuti ogwasooka mu ttaka ogw'emmwanyi gwe wagumpa.
The first tree I planted, Your Excellency, that tree of coffee, it was given by you. You gave it to me. The first tree I planted in my life.
Ekitiibwa President, nyina yika ezisobe 10 naye kati nina yika ezinogwako yika 9.
Out of that tree, from that tree, Your Excellency, now I have 10 acres of coffee. But out of those 10 acres, now I'm harvesting in 9 acres.
Ekitiibwa siri omu.
And I'm not alone.
Bantu bangi mu kitundu abafunye emmwanyi zonna kati nga bali bulungi.
Many people, Your Excellency, they've got your coffee seedling, the seedlings from your hands, and they've actually improved, and they are totally a changed story, a changed song.
Nga sinaakuwa kibalo w'ekitiibwa President, zikiriza mbulira ababaka bano nti abagamba nti olina ettima ku mmwanyi balina ekizibu ku mitwe gyabwe.
Your Excellency, before I share the story, let me first address the members who are here. That those people who say that you have a bad heart, you are bad-hearted to the coffee growers and the coffee crop itself, they have a problem on their heads.
Wewajjira wano mu mwaka gw'ekyenda nali mwana muto nga nkyasoma naye abantu babiri abayina emmwanyi ku kyalo kyange ekyekisozi.
By the time 1990 mwaka kugali kyanki
mu myaka gy'ekyenda abantu babiri abayina emmwanyi mu kyalo kyange kino ekyakisozi.
In this village, before you came here, Your Excellency, we had only 2 people who were growing coffee in this village.
Omu yali jjajja wange azaala maama, omulala ye taata nzaala. Taata nzaala yalina afuyiika, jjajja nga alina kwotayiika.
And one was there, his father. His father, the biggest garden he had was half an acre. And the grandfather, the father to the mom, to his mom, had only 1/4 an acre. Those were the biggest coffee growers on this village, and those were the people they used to admire probably.
Owekitiibwa twakoze tour ne Madamu Nalwanga nga tugezaako okumanya buli omu obunene bw'ekifo bw'alina. Twafunye eka 295 ez'abataka b'ekisozi eyokka eziriko emmwanyi.
Now, when they made a survey in one village from half and 1/4 an acre, now when they made a survey, they found out that they have now 295 acres of coffee in one village out of the 1/4 and half an acre. That is the result of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni on the coffee story.
Wekitiibwa President, bwe mpulira omuntu katakubye mu ngalo mwewuunya kubanga kati wekitiibwa ffe tetukyasabirwa.
Mr. President, when I say this and nobody is clapping, and I get worried. Because for us, whether you clap or not, it's no longer our issue. We are rich people. Long live Your Excellency.
Achikiridde Kajumiro.
Kirunda era kirima sinze ndikonzeka mu kitundu kyaffe ebanga egula siringi 10 ewaffe egula siringi 5. Ndi musajja atasoma era atayina kyemanyi naye kino wekitiibwa President.
Your Excellency, because you are proud, it has attracted very many visitors to their homes.
Kasente akegasa naye nasobodde okugulayo okufunayo obuyiika bubi.
Program, Madam Nachobe, the former State House Comptroller, saying they were just in absolute poverty.
Tuyamba ku mulimu ogwo.
Kale amanyago, somebody who speaks good Uganda.
cyo twatireho muzeyi nkoko watwatireho
Nkale kazi.